Welcome back to my next playthrough series, and we're continuing on with October 2020, Halloween month. I'm going to be playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer against Spike and Drusilla. We have the expansion now, which is the Friends and Frenemies, which adds a sideboard, which is the Sunnydale Outskirts, and a couple of new big bads, which is Evil Willow and Spike and Drusilla. We also get some new characters. We're going to take a quick look at it. So basically, we're starting against Spike and Drusilla, so of course you can't use Spike in the game. Basically what it means at the end of the turn, if there's any question marks or search tokens, these things here, once you defeat Monster of the Week on the board, you put one vampire in a space that has a townie all by themselves. So that's what Spike and Drusilla do. Of course, they do things when they come out. We'll get to that when we play them. We also now have soldiers in the game from the resistance kind of things, the initiative. So they are out on the sideboard. They can show up as well on the main board. You see one here. You see Sunnydale. So the setup is basically the same as it was before. You pull 4 cards. 4 event cards, but now we also have a military deck. And you pull those 4 of those and put soldiers, demons, and vampires out on the board, and townies as well. We're going to be playing with Oz, Daniel. We're going to be playing with Faith, who's an expansion character, so is Oz. We're going to be playing with Angel. He's, of course, the original character. And we're going to be playing with Tara. The initiative base now here on the main board has a special token with it, and it says you can take 2 weapons from the item deck to reshuffle, or you can remove a demon from the capture track. There's a capture track at the top of the Sunnydale Outskirts. If it ever is full of demons, you lose the game. Likewise, the Apocalypse track down here, if it ever fills up, you lose the game. Lots more complexity in this. Let's take a very quick look at Oz. So Oz will be going first, then Tara, then Faith, then Angel. We know how the game plays. I've played it 3 times before. So we're just going to have things mixed up a little bit. I should mention our first monster of the week as well is Gnarl. And basically a special ability is characters cannot move from his location. So once you go there, if you fail this attack against him, you're stuck there until someone else shows up and tries to take him out. Alright, let's take a quick look at we're going to look at our 3 new characters, and we'll look at Angel too, and take a look and see how they work and what they are. Alright, so Oz will be starting, and this is his, of course, Daniel Osborne. He starts the bronze, and he has a cross with him. And crosses you can use to fight, to stun a vampire, or move a vampire 1 space anywhere on the board. We know how these effects work. We've played from them before. So his special ability is he can flip over his werewolf card, and as passive, he starts with the werewolf card face up. So this is basically a card that comes for him. It's a werewolf. Put this card into effect on the werewolf side. So if he uses a special ability, he flips over, and now he has a werewolf ability. He can just fight. He can just kill a baddie anywhere in his location, and he has a special ability, which is 1 move and 2 fight baddies, fight actions. So, and you can use them in any order. So you can fight, move, and fight again, or fight twice and move, or move and fight twice. But then he has to make a check, and if he succeeds at the check against the card, he's going to flip back to this side, which then he'll have to use a special ability to flip back again. So that's Oz. Tara is a little bit like Willow. She basically, she gets her special action. If she has magic supplies, which she starts with, and she starts at UC Sunnydale, then she can kill any baddie with her fight special ability. Or she has a special fight ability. If she has magic, she can just kill a baddie. And hers is take up to 1 townie. You can turn up to 2 townies on the Apocalypse track into wounds. So normally the Apocalypse track, when you get townies in here, and soldiers can go there as well, they are permanently stuck on the Apocalypse track. You can't get rid of them, but Tara's special ability is she can actually flip 2 of them over to wounds, and with wounds, Summer Residence, you can heal wounds off the Apocalypse track, so you can keep things under control. And then we're playing also with Faith, and her special ability, the big hurt, is slay all baddies in your location. And then if there's a any townies in your location, you do a check, and if you're successful, you kill 1 of the townies at your location. So she just kind of goes into a frenzy, kills everything. And of course, Angel, we already know his special ability is he can take 3 artifacts from the deck and take 1 of them, put the other 2 on the top or bottom of the artifact deck. All right, we know how the game plays. Am I going to keep everything under control? I hope so. This might be a little tricky. And so let's begin. We're beginning with Oz. Alright, we're going to begin with Oz. Of course, I have to move the camera around because the board now has the extra board on it. And this is also on the back of the Friends and Frenemies. I love this painting of Faith as well. Rules. So on the back of the rulebook, it actually tells you about monster activation, of course, and it tells you about how the soldiers react as well. So soldiers perform these actions. So basically, soldiers are kind of odd. They capture demons. They don't capture vampires. They wound a character if they're in the same space, and they just return to the supply if they can't do anything. And then baddies do all of their things, and so on. Sideboards. And the sideboard works pretty much exactly the same as the main board. You can move to any location. Of course, you don't have to. In movement, you don't have to move to adjacent locations. Our characters can just move anywhere as a move action. All right, we're starting with Daniel. First thing he is going to do, he's going to use his special action. And his special action, of course, is to flip over his card. So he's going to wolf out. And that's basically, he's now in his wolf out state. But when you use your special action, you have to draw an event card. And you also, to make the game even more difficult, you have to draw a military card as well. Oh my good lord. All right, so we pull this one. A vampire lurks at the Summers residence. Oh, great. So we get a vampire showing up at the Summers residence. I have to remember where all these locations are now. Where is the Summers residence? Up here. Oh, great, with a townie. That's just absolutely perfect. Townie needs help at Glorificus's mansion with a vampire. Oh, good lord. This is going to be brutal. Move one demon towards the nearest townie. Move one demon towards the nearest townie. There's a demon. Well, we can move this one towards the nearest townie. It should be up there. I guess we'll move that demon. Actually, I don't want to move that one. Let's take a look at some other demons to move instead. I think maybe down here on the sideboard, we're going to take one of these demons and we're going to move them down here to this townie. So there's a soldier here who's going to capture the demon, but then we won't kill the townie. The soldiers don't do anything to townies either. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, good lord. Alright, so that's the event card down. We do now have to, of course, process a military card as well. A soldier assaults the overland charters. Alright, so we get a soldier now showing up here. The overland charters. Oh my god, this game's going to go downhill really fast, I think. Soldier assaults Kingman's Bluff. Kingman's Bluff. Get another, so we get two soldiers over there. Alright, wow. Soldiers are piling up. And what does it say at the bottom? If there are any characters in the Sunnydale outskirts, add a vampire to each of their locations. If there are any characters, there aren't. So that's the military card. Holy god. Alright, up next, Tara. Oh my goodness. That's Tara, I think. So she's here at UC Sunnydale. She's with a soldier. Now, soldiers don't stop you from using the special actions of the location. So she's going to go ahead and draw 3 items. You're allowed to carry 3 items at all times. So she's going to go ahead, draw 3 items off the top of the deck. And she will have to, of course, discard one of them. She already has magic supplies, so she has a total of 4. So she's got tomes. She's going to keep, well, she's going to keep the weapons. I think she's going to keep the weapons and the tomes, and she's going to discard the magic supplies. And so, discard effect. During your turn, you may discard this card and draw 1 artifact without using an action. So that was just a basic action for Tara. And I think she's going to go ahead and do that with the tomes. She's going to dump off the tomes, and we're going to draw an artifact. I'm drawing the artifacts from the bottom of the deck because there's a miscolored artifact. So she gets Hoffman's Amulet. Okay, special. Check this. If you succeed, discard this artifact to slay 1 baddie anywhere for each townie on the apocalypse track. So we have to discard this. Wow, that is really powerful. Of course, perfect for Tara to have. And she's got weapons now and magic supplies. Up next, Faith. Alright, Faith is right here at City Hall. I think she's just going to go ahead and use a basic action to move 1 space. She's just going to move over here to the magic box. That's the end of her turn. Up next, Angel. I think Angel is going to go ahead and use his special ability right off the bat, because we want to get the cards taken care of. And his special ability is reveal 3 artifacts, choose 1 to keep, and put the other 2 on the bottom. So 1, 2, I'm taking them from the bottom because, like I said, there's a mismatched card. I have the first edition of the game. The second edition, the artifact cards are a different color than the items, but whatever. So we've got the Slayer Scythe, which we don't need, a box of, and the Gem of Amara. Ooh, the Gem of Amara. Hang on. I have to get my goggles on. We'll take a closer look at those and see which one Angel wants to keep. Alright, let's have a look here, Gem of Amara. When this card is drawn, place it beside the game board. Vampires cannot be killed by any means while this card is in play. Discard this artifact at the end of the round. Well, we don't want that one. That's going to the bottom of the deck. Slayer Scythe. Each time you use a perform a fight action or use a special ability, you can check this. If you succeed, slay a baddie in your location. That's not bad. This is when drawn, place the artifact beside the game board. At the end of each round, spawn a demon in the city hall. Check this. If you succeed, discard. Well, these are both crap. So he's going to keep the Slayer Scythe, and he's going to put both of these on the bottom of the artifact deck because they're just not good. So he keeps the Slayer Scythe. Alright, so he's got the Slayer Scythe, and he's got the cross. Of course, the Slayer is not in the game. Alright, back we go now to Oz. Oz is sitting over here. Oz... Oh, hang on, no, that was Angel's special ability, so we have to process a couple of cards, an event card and a military card. Oh, God. Demon terrorizes Shadow Valley Vineyards. Shadow Valley, oh my good God. Alright, he's got another demon here. Oh, man. Townie needs help with the magic box. I am sure they... Oh, no! Okay. Well, there's a Townie in the magic box. Okay. If there's currently at least one baddie sharing a location with a character, add a wound to the apocalypse track. Well, gee, yeah. We have all kinds of that situation. So we get our first wound on the apocalypse track, and now we have to process a military card. Ay, ay, ay. Soldier assaults Sunnydale Cemetery. Sunnydale Cemetery. Rosedale Cemetery? Where's the Sunnydale Cemetery? Sunnydale Cemetery. God. Demon terrorizes the Overland Charters. And you can see how this game's going to go downhill super fast. Probably going to be a short playthrough. Because, holy man. Alright. If there are any soldiers sharing a location with each other, yes, there are. Move them to separate locations. Player's choice. Oh my God. Well, there's 2 guys. We can't. Alright, I have to change the camera angle. Hang on a second. Alright, there's 2 sharing a location right here. I'm going to put this one actually up there. Alright, done. And that was Angel's turn. Now we're back to Oz. Alright, so Oz is sitting here in the bronze with a demon. And he's going to just go ahead and do a regular fight action off of his card here. Slay a baddie in your location. So he doesn't need weapons or stakes or anything. So he's just going to slay the demon. That's going to cost him 1 regular action. To do so, this demon is out of here. Okay, I'll keep them in the same bucket. Alright, that's Oz taking his turn. Up next, Tara. Tara's got her special action, which we don't need to use yet, because there's no townies on the apocalypse track. So her special action's kind of... She's going to use it as a regular action, I think. So she's going to use her special action token as a regular action. And she's going to do a move action. She's going to move... Where does she want to move to? I think she's going to move somewhere where she can take out demons. She's going to move here to the Monster of the Week area. I do believe that's what she's going to do. And that's going to be her regular action. Up next then is Faith. Faith is going to go ahead use her special action token and her special action. Oh, sorry, hang on. We just used Tara's special action, so we have to process a couple cards. This is getting brutal. The demon terrorizes UC Sunnydale. Of course it does, which is right here. Oh man, this is going to be brutal. Townie needs help at Rosedale Cemetery. Of course, Rosedale Cemetery down here. And move 1 vampire towards the nearest townie. The vampire towards the nearest townie. Oh, perfect. Right here, we're going to move this vampire right in here to magic box, to the nearest townie. That's actually good, I think. But we need a military card now as well. Oh man. A soldier assaults City Hall. Oh god. City Hall. Okay, oh my god. Demon terrorizes Kingsman's Bluff. Wow. Just about run out of demons on the Kingman's Bluff. Sorry, you can't quite see it. It's over here on the side of the board. Apologize for that. Replace any one townie in the city of Sunnydale with a soldier. So they were undercover. Any one townie with a soldier. Oh, cool. We're going to take this townie, who is in peril. We're going to replace her with a soldier here with Faith. Oh my goodness. Alright, that was Tara's special action turn. And now we're back to Faith. Alright, this works out pretty good for Faith. She's going to use her special token, her special action, and her special action basically says slay all baddies in your location. So she basically takes out all 3 vampires. She goes on a rampage, taking them completely out. Does not the soldiers are not townies though, because the next part of her special ability says if there are any townies in your location. There aren't. There was, but it was an undercover agent soldier. So, all good, but we did use her special action, which means, oh my god, we have to process even more cards. A demon terrorizes the Rosedale Cemetery. That's our last demon. Oh my god, every demon's on the board now. Demon, of course, with a townie. Yeehaw. Townie needs help at UC Sunnydale. Oh my good lord. UC Sunnydale. Okay. And lastly on the card, if there are any demons at the Shadow Valley Vineyards, there are, I think, Shadow Valley Vineyards. There's 2 demons. Add 1 more demon to the Shadow Valley Vineyards. Well, we can't do it because there are no more demons to put out on the board. They are all out right now, which is, this is going to be a brutal playthrough. Alright, we need a military card as well, so you can see how rough this gets, wrapping up the difficulty. Excuse me. Soldier assaults Sunnydale High. All the soldiers are on the board. Holy god, this is ridiculous. Sunnydale High. Okay, he's out there scouting around by himself. Vampire lurks at Kingsman's Bluff. Holy moly. Vampire, Kingsman's Bluff. That's on the sideboard, which you can't quite see again. Ooh, we'll get over there and do all that stuff in a bit. If there's currently at least 1 soldier sharing a location with a character, add a wound to the Apocalypse track. Faith is right over there with that. So we will be adding another wound to the Apocalypse track, which means now we have 2 wounds on the Apocalypse track. Oh dear. 2 of 12 lose the game. And that, at least everyone now has used their special action. Everyone has, well, Angel's got 3 actions left, everyone else has 2. So it's Angel's next turn. And what is he going to do? I mean, he could do a search action. He can only carry 3 items, though, which doesn't do you much good. I'll have to do some thinking here, and then we'll come right back, and Angel is going to take a turn. Alright, I think what Angel's going to do is he's just going to do a search action, which just means you take 2 items. And, of course, that's going to now give him a total of 4 items. So he's got Holy Water, Weapons, Cross, and the Slayer side. Well, he's going to keep the Slayer side, of course. Cross, or I think he's going to keep the Weapons, because that helps him take out demons. And he's either going to keep Holy Water, or I think he's going to keep the Cross, and he'll just discard the Holy Water because he can only carry 3 items. That's it for a basic action for Angel. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the episode off here. I don't have much time. I'm in the middle of trying to move and everything. So I'm trying to get this series out sporadically in October. And I hope I haven't made any mistakes. I will, of course, review the footage. Check the comments as well, because I do make some errors in my playthroughs. Things got much more complicated now because with the sideboard, the soldiers, and the military cards and stuff, I'm already just seeing in the very first turn, this is going to be an absolutely freaking brutal playthrough, because not only do you get the event cards adding things on the board, you also get the military cards every single time you use a special action. But when we come back in our next episode, Oz will have 2 turns, Tara will have 2 turns, Faith has got 2 turns, and Angel's got 2 turns. So we basically have a lot of turns to try and clean up the board here a little bit. We've got 2 wounds on the Apocalypse track. We've got every soldier from the initiative is out on the board. Every demon is out on the board. That's crazy. But anyway, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer with the Friends and Frenemies expansion. We're playing against Spike and Drusilla, and we're using the 3 of the expansion characters, Oz, Tara, and Faith. We're using Angel as our original character, and we'll see how we do in this. I really hope I'm not going to mess things up, although I'm very good at making some errors. So like I said, check the comments. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.